Welcome to tutoring with OrlandoMathHelp.com, online tutoring here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so today we have some students that have a math question. We have Adrian and Johanna, and we're going to basically take just a couple of minutes to show how online tutoring can occur through OrlandoMathHelp.com with the problem that we have up here. One of the things that I want to do first is just to make sure that you can see everything here. Do you see the problem that we have up there? The 3x plus 6x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 17.
Yes, I do.
Okay, good, good. Now, next thing I want you to do is, of course, students that contact us and want us to provide online tutoring for them, uh, students can log into, we have special links just like the one that I sent you, where they can come into the tutoring session and and of course, just like you're talking back, students can talk back and ask questions, and we can help solve problems in that same way. Uh, I will be today. I will be guiding you through answering this question by writing on the whiteboard that we have here, and you'll be able to see step by step. Now, there's a chat box also, if for those who would prefer to, or even if you don't have access to a microphone, you can still participate in online tutoring as well through the chat box that we see at the bottom there. So if you see the chat box there, just type in hello or hi or something there, just so that you know where that chat box is. Okay, I see Adrian has there, and I know that Johanna is using a tablet. So sometimes when you type into you have the same environment when you type into the tablet. Um, so with that in mind, you can type in and say hello. And okay, so I see Johanna said hello through the tablet that she's using. All right, well, let's get started, and this is just going to be a very quick introduction to online tutoring so that we can show students how to go about um, online tutoring and how problems are solved here. So in this problem here, 3x plus 6x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 17. What do you think that the first thing we would do to solve this problem might be?
To add 3 to 6.
Okay, let's do that. We have 3x and 6x. So we can take those 3x and 6x and do what we call combined like terms. So that will give us 9x. So then we will just rewrite the problem like it is. So 9x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 17. Sometimes the writing doesn't look as great as I would like to, but hopefully you can understand that that is reading 9x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 17. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Great. All right, well, now we have combined like terms. We can look on the right side of the equation to see if there's other terms that we can combine. But on the right side of the equation, there are no like terms because we have an x term and a constant term. We cannot combine those two together. So given that we want to solve this problem for x, what we do is we need to have x on one side of the equation. So generally I pick whatever the smaller x is. If we have x on both sides of the equal sign, I pick the smaller x and do the opposite of whatever that is. So right now we have the smaller x, that's 2x. And in order to move that to the opposite side, to the other side of the equal sign, we do the opposite sign. So we do minus 2x. And let's just
Okay.
so we do minus 2x here. On both sides of the equation. So minus 2x on the other side as well. So now that cancels the 2x that's on the right side of the equation. Now we can look at what we need to do. We have 9x minus 2x. What is that going to give us here? 9x minus 2x. So what do we get out of that? 9x minus 2x. And okay, I see Johanna answered 7x. So right, 9x minus 2x will give us 7x. Then we rewrite the problem.
Oh, so I was right.
So
Seven.
on the other side of the equation, whoops, we got to bring down that plus 3 as well.
Okay.
Go to 17. So now we have 7x plus 3. 7x plus 3 is equal to 17. We want to solve this for x. What do you think in order to get x by itself? Or in other words, first we circle this 7x term. We need to get rid of the plus 3. How can we get rid of that plus 3? Remember, like we did earlier, I said that when we move something across the equal sign, we just do the opposite sign of whatever it is. So what do you think we do with that there? It's plus 3 now. What's the opposite of plus 3? We would do minus 3 in order to get rid of that on both sides of the equation. So when we rewrite the equation here, we will have 7x going to be equal to 17 minus 3, which is 14. And at this point, we have 7x is equal to 14. We want to solve this for x. In other words, we want to get rid of that 7 that's connected to x. Right now, 7 is connected to x by multiplication. So it's really saying 7 times x. That's what that means. So we always do the opposite of something when we want to eliminate it from that side of the equal sign. So since it's 7 times x right now, in order for us to eliminate it, we divide it off on both sides. And that's what you always want to do whenever we have a number that's connected to x. Whenever that's your last step, you always divide that number off that's connected to the x. And that will leave us just with x on that side of the equal sign. So x is now going to be equal to
what, 2, right?
2. Good, good. So we have a solution. Our solution is x is equal to 2. And how do you think we might be able to check that this is really indeed our solution?
I would probably just say 7 times 2, or 7. Wouldn't that? I don't know if that's how you go about doing it. That's what I would do.
Okay, well, speak up just a little bit so I
Okay.
can.
Well, I don't know how you go about checking the answer unless you just did 7 times 2 to see if you get 14.
Okay, Let's of course, we can think of it that way, but generally we want to take it back. You're right about putting it into substituting. I think that's what you're trying to say is that you want to substitute the 2 into the x.
Mm-hmm.
And but what we generally want to do is we want to take it all the way back to the original equation and substitute it in that way. So let's just try that out for a minute here. We know that x2 is our solution. If we take 2 back to our original equation and substitute it back in the place, any place where we have x, so 3 times x, so in the place of that we put our 2. Same, every place where we have x, we're going to put our 2 there. And so then across the equal sign, we do the same thing. In place of the x, I'm using parentheses to hold the 2 that we substitute in.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have, of course, using order of operations to solve this problem, we start here. 3 times 2 gives us 6, and then we move on to the next one. Bring down the plus sign. Then 6 times 2 is 12. Bring down the other side as well. Then on across the equal sign, we have 2 times 2.
It's giving us a complete answer.
And then um, bring down our plus 17. Okay, so now that we've done, remember we work according to order of operations. Order of operations tell us that we had to do the multiplication before we do addition or subtraction. So that's why we did all of our multiplication first. And then now we can go and do our addition. 6 plus 12. And bring down, so 6 plus 12 was 18. Then we bring down our plus 3. And on the other side, that's all we have is the 4 plus 17, which is 21. Then we go back to the other side again, finish up that set of addition there. 18 plus 3, 21, equal to 21. As long as both sides do equal to each other, 20, like we have there, 21 is equal to 21, we know that we have the correct solution.
How do you know?
And of course, if there is any if there's different numbers on both sides, of course something went wrong, and you would have to make sure that that you go back and see what went wrong with the problem. This is where we checked it at here. We checked it by taking back R2 and substituting it into the original equation and making sure that both sides will be equal to each other. Well, since this is supposed to be a brief introduction to the tutorial, we will end it here, and hopefully this gives everyone out there an idea of how our online tutoring is conducted. Basically, that's all you would need is a microphone to be able to connect to your computer, and and or your tablet. You can connect the microphone to your tablet, or if you have just the tablet that or computer that you can speak through, the microphone that's there. Okay, well, you're welcome, and hopefully this helps to everyone to understand what online tutoring is about.